Today on Soul Show, we review House of Balloons. No, not that House of Balloons. So the Weeknd is blowing up right now. He's got a lot of hit songs. He's getting those top slots on Billboard, and he has a fresh new album titled Beauty Behind the Madness. Hell yeah. But instead of just reviewing Beauty Behind the Madness, I kinda wanted to look through the Weeknd's career, get a better sense of him, and hopefully his growth over the years. So it is my hope that we can review every project the Weeknd has done. I hope you guys like sex, and I hope you guys like drugs, because we're going to talk a lot about them. But in all honesty, my first experience with The Weeknd wasn't fantastic. He featured on some Drake songs. I never really dove into those. Then he was on that Ariana Grande song. Again, I just kind of glossed over that one. And to be honest, the first song I listened to, and I was like, this is The Weeknd, was the song Earned It, which is the anthem of the movie 50 Shades of Grey. I did say I hope you guys like sex. Oh yeah, and he also jumped on a version of that Ty Dolla $ign or Nah song, and he had some pretty pro-choice lyrics. I'm just gonna read them real quick. Do you like the way I flick my tongue or nah? You can ride my face till you're drippin' cum. Can you lick the tip, then throat the dick or nah? Can you let me stretch that pussy out or nah? I'm not the type to call you back tomorrow. Well, Mr. Weeknd, you have my attention. And of course, his recent singles, What With The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Often. I really love all of these songs, and I was so interested, I thought I'd just go through his discography. So going from those singles and the songs he's featured on to his roots, it was a very different change. So going from those songs which featured, sex and drugs like any Weeknd song, to this mixtape, I really did see just how dark, dirty, and sexual, and even at times depressing the Weeknd could be. So basically, throughout this whole mixtape, we're just watching the Weeknd go from party to party, and sexual partner to sexual partner, to STD clinic to STD clinic. Okay, maybe not that last one. And there are times throughout the mixtape where the Weeknd is touching on his sensitive side, like on tracks such as Wicked Games, where he's basically having a one-night stand, and as awkward as it is, and as much as he must know this doesn't make sense, he's telling the girl he's having a one-night stand with to love him, and he's almost begging her to do it. Teardrop. And as much as I liked Wicked Games and thought it worked for a track, it's really hard to feel bad for the Weeknd in this moment, or really any moment where he's getting all sad and depressed, because his sad moments are followed up with songs about cheating and lines about possibly getting violent towards women and generally being an asshole. And there's a line about cutting himself if he doesn't get attention from a woman. I don't have a joke for that one. And on top of that, more cheating. He cheats a lot. Good old-fashioned Canadian sex, am I right? Personally, based off this one mixtape, Abel is at his best lyrically and vocally on tracks such as House of Balloons. Within this track, he's more or less just another member of the crowd and just going throughout the song as such. And the image being painted isn't like, oh, look at how scummy and awful I am. It's more, look at how scummy and awful this lifestyle I am trapped in is. And just so we're clear, this is a happy house. This is a happy house. Happy. What's that? There are lines about a woman being knocked out and not waking up? No, this is a happy house, you guys. Happy. And that's what I thought of this mixtape lyrically. As for instrumentally, it's really good. Each of the tracks really just set their own tone, and I can't think of one that was really bad instrumentally. It's just sometimes Abel's performance is hit or miss, On songs like Wicked Games or Glass Table Girls, he is killing it, he is on tune, he is doing what he's supposed to do. I have no complaints. Then there are moments like the track Coming Down, where it just sounds like he's moaning in the background, sort of on tune, and just kind of going along with the song as it goes on. And he almost sounds like he's in the background to the instrumental, if anything. And speaking of the track Coming Down, it samples dialogue from the anime Fate Stay Night. Because the Weeknd and the Fate series, those are just hand in hand, absolutely. What was I thinking? Overall, I don't think this is a bad project, but I don't feel honest saying I like it, you know? I like maybe a few tracks, and the rest are meh. Except the 7-minute track, The Party and the After Party, that was, no, I'm not going back, fuck that song. So in these Weeknd reviews, I'm really excited to see where the Weeknd goes from here. Cause he has a voice, he has a style, he can make a concept. It's just one thing I'm worried about, and that is the execution. As for House of Balloons, it's okay. This is a happy house. There, fuck it. And with all that being said, I award the Weeknd's House of Balloons with a 2 out of 5. If you guys would be so kindly, check out today's featured channel, stay for the credits where I have my link for my every song reviews for House of Balloons. Please subscribe, have a wonderful day, get out the glass tables, and with that, I leave you.
Hello and welcome to Decoded, where we take your favorite games, movies, shows, and music, break them down, and see what's left standing. Today's band is 21 Pilots, and the album is Blurry Face. I originally reviewed 21 Pilots back when Vessel released in 2013, and actually nominated it as the best album of that year. I even made a top 10 list, which I will